Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sonia, and Victoria Beckham Beauty is actually one of the brands that I love to review. It's a brand that I definitely follow, and every time Victoria Beckham Beauty comes out with something new, I buy it regardless. If that's something that you like, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and let's get into the video. So for the holidays, Victoria Beckham Beauty came out with 3 new Satin Kajal liners. These are special Satin Kajal liners because they're the jewel Satin Kajal liners. I was gonna buy it no matter what, but I was really excited for these, and I don't know what I'm gonna call this video because I do feel like the thumbnail is gonna be a little clickbaity because I do have some thoughts regarding these liners. There's a dud amongst us. But before we're gonna get into my final thoughts, let's just get into some swatches first. There's 3 new colors and they retailed for 26 euros. I feel like that's 2 euros more. And that's if you don't add a sharpener. And I'll put the prices on the screen down below like I always do. So first off, these are described as high pigment, iconic glamour, eye-catching sparkling liners that deliver high octane shine with the precision of performance of a pencil. It should be a creamy formula and it should be infused with vitamin E, hydrating provitamin B5, and calming chamomile. Ocean-friendly pearl-derived and mineral-based silica, no microplastics. It's a sharpenable tip and it's not safe for the waterline. Guys, this is an important one. It definitely says it's not safe for the waterline. Don't try to put it in the waterline. I have 3 colors. I have Gold Lamé, which is a true gold with a golden sparkle. Night Flash, which is a slate black with a silver sparkle. And Sequin Green, which is a khaki green with a golden sparkle. All of them are 1.2 grams or 0.042 ounces. They're long wear, waterproof, dermatologist tested, ophthalmologist tested, safe for contact lens wearers, and gluten-free. This is a pretty big deal because Victoria Beckham Beauty doesn't really have a lot of sales on their website. I think once a year, about November, there's a 20% off sale, but not all of the products are going to be available. A lot of products do sell out. It's a luxury, clean beauty brand, and it's still quite independent. So keep that in mind if you're waiting for the sale. If you are new here, then maybe you don't know, but I do have a Victoria Beckham playlist where I actually already have all of the other Satin Kajal liners of the collection, and I do demo them and swatch them in my other videos. So if you want to see just Satin Kajal liner parties or whatever, definitely check out that video where you can see all these Satin Kajal liners, the other ones, the non-jewel ones, demoed on my face. I did decide to go ahead and swatch them separately. So here you see them swatched on my arm right next to each other. I kind of put the jewel liners in between colors that I thought that would look alike. So for example, if you see the Gold Lamé, I put it next to the bronze color that I have. You see that it doesn't look the same at all. Then of course, Sequin Green is a nice one to look at. I demoed it next to Olive, but I also put it next to the blue shade, Navy Noir, I believe the name is. Night Flash, which honestly is such a beautiful color. This one actually swatched beautifully. I decided to demo them next to Navy Noir. Also Sea Gray, of course, because it has that kind of glittery component. And of course you have Ash and just the normal black. And I think that it looks a lot like ash, but then with a little bit of glitter particles in them. The reason why I love these Satin Kajal liners, so I don't just buy them for a review, I love these Satin Kajal liners. And I love them because they're quite emollients and easy to blend out, and I kind of use them as, you know, bases for my eyeshadow. I do use them in the waterline, but they're definitely smudging liners to me. They're not liners that I usually use like how I did today. I like to smudge them out, and these are perfect for that because they're so blendable. It does say that they're waterproof. These don't work for everyone. If you have oily lids like I do have to prime my lids because they're waterproof, but they're not oil proof, if you know what I mean. But if you prime your lids and go in with an eyeshadow afterwards, so a powder of some kind, these can last me for hours. And that's why they're such kind of workhorses in my collection. I also feel like my creativity went up with these liners because having more of these colors around also made me kind of experiment with my palette collection and see which liners suited them best. I definitely have some great, you know, variety of different types of looks just because I have multiple liners that I never thought I was ever going to buy. For example, the Fig color that recently came out, that one looks so beautiful with my Chanel Intensité Quad. It is a match made in heaven. So let's first talk about the one that I'm wearing right now, which is of course Night Flash. This is a beautiful dark color. It's almost a black. It's definitely closer to the ash color, and it has very little, in my opinion, glitter particles in them. For a jewel liner, I definitely feel like I expected a little bit more bejeweling to the eyes. Now this one I demoed quite how I would regularly do my liners. The other two I definitely demoed way more to see the color and so that you can actually see it. I definitely would never wear a liner all over the lids like that and just go out of the house. I definitely would finesse it a little bit more, but this one I decided to just use as how I would technically want my liner to look like, and I think it looks really great. It applied really nicely. It has that kind of emollient formula like I talked about, and you do see a little bit more sparkle, but it's very subdued. So if you want to go for that kind of jewel liner but you want to have a little bit more of a subdued look, then maybe this one is definitely the one for you, because I feel like this one is the most wearable on a daytime basis out of all of them. The next, I want to show you guys the demo that I did for the other two liners. Now the first one that I actually tried out is the liner in Gold Lamé. I was excited for this liner because I felt like this is a color that is currently in my wheelhouse to just slap on all over the lid, and I really thought that this was going to be the one for me. But when I first started to swatch this, it felt probably the most dry out of all of these Satin Kajal liners that I've ever swatched or demoed on my eyes. The glitter particles, they kind of just fell all over the place. There is some still on the swatch, but definitely it was packed with way more sparkle than, for example, the Night Flash. So I already had kind of my preconceived thoughts about the liner, because to tell you the truth, I actually felt the glitter particles while swatching. I actually felt them on my skin, and that's kind of not what you want when it comes to glitter. Your eyes are so sensitive, so I was kind of apprehensive to even put this on my eyes, but I was like, you know, let's just do it. And when I went in, I expected, you know, emollients, pigment. That's kind of what I am used to when it comes to Satin Kajal liners, and this one kind of did not give me a lot of pigment. It did give me a lot of sparkle, but it performed crass. It was quite difficult to use on the eyes. It was dry. Okay, it was just dry. It was a very dry Satin Kajal liner. It does have a lot of glitter particles, and even after removing, like right now, I still see the stupid glitter particles on my eyes. It was just so hard to remove all of that glitter. This one, I don't know if I just got a dud because it does not perform like my other Satin Kajal liners, but this one, no. I feel like the pigment wasn't there. It hurt my eyes upon application. I definitely felt the glitter particles, which I didn't want. You know, the end result, to tell you the truth, I couldn't even use it as a liner. Like, you can use it maybe as a shadow, but I have eyeshadows to do that for me. To be honest, I could just use a lid luster if I want to have a sparkly eye. So this one did not want to perform as a liner on me. It just didn't. So this was definitely a dud for me. And I'm surprised because I love Victoria Beckham Beauty. I love the Satin Kajal liners. Anyone that has followed my channel knows that I barely speak ill of this brand, but this one, Gold Lamé, do not touch it. Like, there's so many other good shades. So now we have the final color, which is of course Sequin Green. I feel like that's the one that everybody is most likely gonna pick up because green is really in right now. It's really like the color of this year. Now I do like greens around my eyes, but I'm not someone that wears green quite often. But I was interested to try. I did get the 10% off of about 3 liners, and I do buy these for review as well. So there's a double win for me. And this one, upon swatching, actually kind of felt a little lackluster. I guess I expected the olive color to be that strong. I kind of expected the same from a Sequin Green, but this one was a little bit more subdued. It almost pulled to more of a chartreuse antique gold type of color when you see it up close. But I actually was really pleasantly surprised because this is a color that I actually would wear more often than just a like full-blown green color. So I did decide to just put it all over the lid, just like I did with my gold Lamé color. This one applied like all the other Satin Kajal liners. It was like emollient. It was very smooth to apply. You could do a line with it. You could put it all over the lid like I did. And this one has a nice balance between the glitter particles in them. I feel like this one, you can definitely see that gold reflect peeking through. And the green was very wearable, making this shade such a unique shade in my collection. Whilst I say that, I do have something in my collection that reminded me a lot of this green. I don't really use that one a ton, but I do have the Auric Smoke Reflect in the shade Entice. And that one is incredibly similar. I actually can't wait to use these both together and maybe create a look. I feel like they complement each other so well. Ooh, I feel inspired. See, and this is why I like these Satin Kajal liners. So of course, here are my final thoughts. I kind of already spoke about them. They're incredibly beautiful. I like the idea of having these jewel Satin Kajal liners, especially for the holiday season. But I definitely feel like they didn't, I guess they just didn't blow me away as much as I expected them to blow me away. Out of all of them, the great thing is the color that is getting the most hype or just attention already is Sequin Green, and that's actually the one that I like the most out of all of this. I think that Night Flash is a beautiful color and it does add some sparkle to the lids. I think because it is so dark and the sparkle is quite dark as well, I feel like it has a blue sparkle to it. It's very subdued sparkle, you don't really see it, but it does really look beautiful on the lids. And if you're looking for a sparkly liner that is a little bit more subdued, you're not someone that goes for crazy colors, I actually think that this is a really good one to use. And of course, then we have the last one, which is Gold Lamé, which is the biggest flop out of the entire Satin Kajal liner wardrobe. I'm sorry, skip this one. This is a dud. This is a no-go. Do not get it. You can spend your money elsewhere. They're already €2 more expensive anyway, and it's just not worth your money. So there you have it, guys. That's my video. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please make sure to like this video. Also, I'll put all my affiliates down below. I'm actually quite, this is such an odd thing to say, but I'm actually really proud of my affiliate for Victoria Beckham Beauty because it took me months, I feel, to get approved for the program. So if you do want to buy one of these liners, please make sure to use one of my affiliate links, and I do earn a little bit of commission when you do so, and every commission that I earn goes right back into my channel. If you have any more questions regarding these liners or any of the other makeup that's on my face, please make sure to mention that in the comment section down below. I am someone that comments back. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. So please make sure to do so. If you just want to talk about makeup, I'm ready to nerd out with you. Anyway, guys, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys all so much for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!